Harvey pole. Harvey starting on pole for the sprint race, followed by Castor, Doc, Infamous, Yo, Mickey, Tiago, Maestro, Dicunia, Sims, and Eskimo P10. Aces, Tiny, and Reflection got disqualified. Aces and Tiny got disqualified. Reflection didn't even try. So these are the last three starting here in Imola in the sprint race. So we're going at the minibar now. Oh, the start lights, 5 red lights already out, and we're going. Casto losing the start against Harvey, but behind everything looks smooth. Tiago gaining places 2 already. Eskimo losing 2. As we go into turn 1, side by side, Infamous and Dog, by everything fair and square here. Oh, Tiago with a little snap of oversteer on his rear end. Doc and Infamous are fighting really hard for position here, and Infamous got out of shape. Oh, down the inside, pointing the nose in. Oh, almost losing the car. Tiago right behind him. And Aces is now on the move inside line, backing off for the moment. Always remember, boys, it's just lap 1 in the sprint race. It's really important just to finish in that sprint race to get good position for the start and to collect some points. That is the most important thing. Other than that, you can be patient, and Ace is trying to get a better line out of here with more speed, but no chance as Casto is glued to Harvey's rear end. You heard it right. Everyone loves the minibar in a hotel, so it's all for free. As we have yellow flags, and Tiny is in the pits for medium tires, and it seems like a fresh wing. Eskimo 13 seconds behind now, so there must have been something going on. His wing looks fine. And position change. Tiny coming off the pits now. Position changes. Ace is up 6. Reflection up 5. And then we got Yor as the big loser here with 5 positions lost at the moment. But he's really close behind Acuna, trying to make up for that time. Oh, and right at that moment he spun. And Sims is up to P10 now. You're down to P11. As Eskimo gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. And Reflection is pretty close behind Mickey. Temporal pressure on him as Ace sets the fastest lap, and DRS is enabled now, which is very, very interesting for all of our podium positions. Casto is within DRS to Harvey. Infamous is within DRS to Doc. And Reflection is marching through the field. Right now P8, close behind Mickey. Trying to reduce that gap even more, just tiny bit. But Mickey himself is really close behind Thiago, who had a very good push at the beginning of the race with the start and the first lap. But now it seems like his pace has settled a little bit. And of course he's no longer that aggressive as he spins coming out of the exit of Aqua Minerale, and he's losing a lot of places here against Mickey, Reflection, and his teammate Acuna. Oh, and he spins again. His tires must be heat up now, and Yor goes up to P9 because of that. Let's see if we maybe see safety car in this race, as Harvey is making sure that the gap between him and Casto is bigger than a second. He did a really good job by extending the gap. Thiago had another spin, lost the position to Eskimo, and Infamous had a moment. He's in the gravel. He had DRS on Doc. Maybe they collided. But Infamous is losing P7 to Acuna now. Let's see if he has damage. It doesn't look like it, but you never know. If you have slight damage, you still feel it. So Infamous down to P8, Ace is in P4, and Reflection up to P6 because of that circumstance, right behind Mickey. Still, Mickey himself has a 3.3 second gap to Aces. So it seems like for the moment that Reflection is only fighting for P5, but you never know. We just see so many incidents here. Sims has spun. Eskimo P10 now. The McLaren of Thiago spun a few seconds ago again. So people are spinning all over the place. Oh, that's a biggie from Sims. That's really big. Let's see if they're on different tires. They're all on medium tires, so it's weird. And now we have at least a virtual safety car. Well, Sims is running very wide here. I don't know if he's just frustrated or what it is, but he doesn't seem to be a lot focused. Yeah, but it is. Oh, it is a full car safety car. You can see the safety car waiting at the turn-in of turn 1. So, oh, Eskimo doesn't have a wing. He will pit. Sims 2. Let's see if Sims. Oh, 5 second time penalty for Eskimo. Oh god. Oh god, you wanker. But maybe they get soft tires on. Oh yeah, Yor is out on softs. Sims will get the soft tires. Eskimo also going for softs and a fresh wing, and Tiny also in the pits for soft tires as Thiago is coming around the last corner, and he will also go for soft tires. Dean with a 10-second time penalty. Okay, maybe that one will get removed. I'm not sure. That looked really weird. Maybe he just spun and couldn't get back on track or something, and the game just gave him the big penalty. Yeah, but as soon as he goes to the pits, they will remove 5 seconds. So I think for him it wasn't the best solution to pit now, but we will see. You never know. Infamous is 21 behind. Well, they changed tires, so There was no delay. That is good. So you can report the 10 seconds at the end. But let's see where Infamous is. He's coming down the line. He's using ERS. He wants to get ahead of Dean. And he does. Where is Yor? Oh, Yor and Dean. That could be close. Yor is... No. Yor is not close enough. He's just coming around that little corner. That's it. Dean is in P8 with one. That precious softs. Oh my god. You just can't... You can't tell anyone what is happening here. Like, he spins, gets 10 seconds, gets fresh softs, comes out of the pits, spins in turn 2. Like, how bad do you want to be the most embarrassing driver on the grid today? Both McLarens are going for it. Sims is going for it. Eskimo a little bit. It's just... How? Why are you doing that? It's as simple as that. Castro told you years ago. Drive fast, don't spin. Just don't do it. Don't know what's the deal here. Safety car will stay out for another lap, I think. Yeah, the lights are still on. So... Dicunia, Tiny, Eskimo, Sims, and Tiago have a chance to catch up, but... Where is Tiago? Oh, he's in the shit mix. Tiago is right in the shit mix. He is... Is he between Mickey and Reflection? He is. Oh, that's disgusting. Is he trying to overtake people now? If so, the game should tell you to... Why are people doing that still? Why are people doing that? Every time it gets reported, you're like, okay, I don't know, I won't do it again. And a week later, you're doing the same shit again. I don't know if Tiago did it before, but most likely. But he's doing it again. Like, he's just trying to overtake people. He's overtaking Mickey. Of course, his intentions are good because he wants to unlap himself so Reflection fights Mickey and not him. But on the other hand, you can do that by just pitting and falling behind and catching up. He's already a lap behind, so that makes no sense. It's just brutal to watch. And it's also brutal for Reflection, because right now, because Tiago just takes his time, there's a massive gap between Mickey and Tiago. Like, a massive gap. Is the safety car still staying out? What is going on? The safety car's staying out. What the hell? That's the fucking 25th lap of the safety car. That makes no sense at all. And Yor gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Good job. But he's probably getting fresh softs on. But he should be careful, because I think the soft you use here you can't use in the main race, so... Tactical decisions over tactical decisions. safety car will come in on this lap, and we watch Thiago right now. He is... Where is he actually? He's still between Mickey and Reflection, and let's see if the gap, if he leaves a big gap or if he just closes it to give Reflection a competitive chance here. Oh yeah, it's very tricky. Best case scenario would be Thiago being ghosted, but it is what it is, yeah, and Reflection needed to leave space. And now at the end of the day, he's 1.5 seconds or something away from Mickey. That's not good, and he's under attack by Infamous. That could have gone worse, of course, but yeah, it's not best case scenario. But we watch Casto fighting Harvey here. We have 3 laps to go, and Harvey needed to slow down here for the Villeneuve chicane. Sector 1, Sector 2, yellow flags. It's Infamous again. Spun out, but spun out is brave. Maybe someone touched him. I think he's retiring, to be honest, because that is just, yeah, that makes no sense for him. But I don't know, maybe he's going for it still, but yeah. That shit, of course, no doubt about it. Sims is attacking Eskimo here. There's an Alfa Romeo, Latifi. You better touch him. Yeah, Eskimo defending the inside like a maestro. And Casto is really close behind Harvey. Harvey got a good exit out of Levazza. Casto doesn't want to push too hard, both on 48% ERS. That is just insane. Do we see something going on here? We got Yor and Dean. Ah, Suka Bliat. Oh, and Infamous retired now. Doc also made a mistake. What is going on? People of the world. Eskimo up to P8 after Sims had a moment. Man, what is going on here? It's just mad. And Sims driving into the wall. That looked like a little seizure, but I'm not completely sure. He's now running over the grass. Man, you still have 2 cars behind you that are fighting for position in the race. As Thiago has spinned it again. What a shit show. Just to say that real quick. As Harvey is now into the last corner, defending P1 and winning the sprint race here in Imola ahead of Casto. And Ace is in P3. Mickey coming home in P4, Reflection P5, Tiny in P6 for the moment. Dicunia. Oh no. Okay. I'm as shit as those guys who spin all the time, because I thought the race was over. So I'm on holiday, so just shut the fuck up, everyone. If you're talking or saying something, I'm on holiday. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Sims gets 3 seconds talking about whatever the fuck he wants. Leaves Tiny with 3, Eskimo with 3, Yor with 5, Sims with 6, and Dicunia with 10, and Mickey and Reflection are fighting for it. Reflection up to P5 now. Oh, there must have been a little tingle-tangle, because Tiny all of a sudden is up to P4. As Dean, I think, has another who's the last Thiago DNFing or something. Who cares? Casto, the last straw. Harvey needs to nail the exit. He's nailing it. That is now officially P1 for Harvey, P2 for Casto. Aces in P3. Tiny coming over the line in P4, but Reflection getting it because of penalties. Mickey P5. Tiny P6. Dean in P7. Eskimo crossing the line in P8. Penalties all over the place, which means Doc P7, Eskimo P8, Yor P9, Dicunia P10, and Sims coming home probably P11. No nose, another spin. That is, I think, Acqua Minerale. I don't know what he's trying to do. Maybe bottoming out on the curb. I don't know. He's going straight. Okay. He's lost anyway, so can't take that away from him. I'm not saying anything right now because there are some things in life you just can't talk about. You have to see it, believe it, and that's it. You can't talk about it. It's just let it sink in and that's it. Drive of the day, reflection. As we now head to our main race for tonight in Imola. Five red lights are out, and Castor and Harvey are fighting again, and Castor is really close now. Does he go for it? Oh my god, sorry, but we can't watch Castor here. It's absolute dog shit. There is an Alfa Romeo ghosted, maybe because of collision, maybe because he left the lobby. Can't see it right now, but Aces P3, Tiny P4, Reflection P5, no changes for the moment. And Sims and Eskimo going up and down here. Yeah, Sims is ghosted, so I think he's left the lobby. Still his ghosted car is on the grid, as Doc is running a little bit wide here and losing the position to Infamous. We'll have a quick look at position changes. Tiago and Infamous going up by 4 positions each. Your 2, Tiny 2 and Reflection Mickey losing a position each, and Doc went down by 3, Eskimo by 4 positions for the moment. But I need to be careful, this is not a sprint race, this is a 50% race, which means 32 laps around Imola, as Harvey sets, of course, the fastest lap. And we'll have a quick look at the tyre choice. Almost everyone is starting on mediums, only Aces and Mickey are starting on hard tyres. We'll also have a look at the penalties during the race, as Aces is out of the race. That is some people might say too early, but this is the place where Senna crashed at the end exit of Tamburello. Ace has crashed at the exit of the Tamburello chicane and is out of the race after getting a phenomenal comeback in the sprint race and collecting third position. He's now out of the race, and that promotes everyone one position up. Tiny now up to P3 on the podium position as the full course safety car is out and the safety car itself is waiting at the beginning of turn 1. Let's see if anyone maybe goes for a bold move and selects the hard tires now and finishes the race on them. That would be massive, but you never know. You just never know. Oh, is Harvey pitting? Harvey is pitting. Harvey is actually going for the move. Medium to hards. Because he will save his hards at least for another lap or two behind the safety car. So he has maybe 3% on them when the safety car restarts on lap 5. And then he actually has 27 laps on those hards. And if he gets 2% per lap on those hard tires, then he will finish the race with around 60 to 70% hards. But if he gets 2.5 or 3% on them, then it's a big shit mix. Nothing else. And he's last now. He's in traffic, and he basically needs to watch Casto, because Casto is dictating the pace now. I would say Casto and Infamous and Harvey, those three are dictating the pace here. And Infamous is trapped in P7, Harvey in P12, and Casto is the only one who can really push with clean air and no one in front of him. So he has the biggest advantage, but at the same time he needs to make sure to use that advantage, because Castro's always good for a nice little spin here and there. So he needs to be really cautious. He just needs to be clinical, to be honest. Oh my god. Infamous spun under safety car conditions at the exit of Tosa. And he's now P12 and Harvey P11. So it's not Mercedes day for the moment. We're just on lap 4. So everything is still to play for. safety car will be coming in at the end of this lap, as Casto is leading the group. And he is accelerating now, and he caught Tiny napping a little bit there. And the gap is already 1.5 seconds, so Casto really pushing, but he needs to be careful. He needs to be as clinical as he can be to get the advantage of the position he's in right now. Infamous is already up to P8, Harvey in P10. Unfortunately missed that because I'm on holiday and I'm not eager to do anything right now. And I'm not interested in your interests, so I don't give a fuck. Tiago P4 now, Dean P5 and Mickey in P6 who had a little moment. And Reflection and Tiny are switching places. Reflection up to P2. The gap is already 3.1, 3.2, and there was another moment, and it is my teammate Eskimo. Okie dokie, mister. Get that car under control and stay in the race, sir. Sims P11, the ghosted Sims. He, of course, won't be classified. So, at the moment, there are 11 cars who will get classified. Doc in P10 already could get... Oh, Mickey and Cunha. This is some spice they touched. Finally we caught it. And Yor is smelling blood in the water. But he has to back off and loses the place. So Tiago P4, Mickey P5, Dean P6, Yor P7, Infamous right behind, and I can only tell Infamous now, just chill. Nothing else. Just chill. Just fucking chill. Fucking chill, man. Don't do anything. Just chill. Don't use your ERS. Wait for a mistake and then attack. This is the way. This is the way when you have Yor, Dean, Mickey and Tiago in front of you. This is the way. Chill. See? First mistake. Yor spins. Dean and Mickey will fight for it again, or Dean will let you go. But just chill. Harvey in P9 now. And Doc is in P8, splitting both Mercedes. Reflection 4.4 behind Castro. So Castro is right now making the most of his position. Let's see how far Harvey is actually behind him. Right now Harvey is 18 seconds behind Castro. And we still have to keep in mind that Harvey's tyres will be absolute dog shit towards the end of the race, as Dean is taking a wider line here to get the advantage of not... Oi, that's a lot of curb. That's a lot of curb. He's taking the advantage of getting more flow through the corner. The Infamous gets really close. We're jumping on board to see how close he can get. And of course he wants the DRS, and he wants to attack Dean, who himself will also have DRS, but he made a big mistake. Infamous down the inside, he will have the DRS, and he's through. Just use a bit of ERS to defend from Dean. We're switching on board with Dean, but I don't think that he will get it. It's been over 3 seconds. Just stay in that race, and Infamous has the position. It's P6 for him. Oh, that was a lot of curb you both used there. And Infamous now eager to close the gap to Mickey. in P5 right now. The gap is more than a second. The goal is, of course, to get under a second. Mickey is on hard tires. Thiago is on spinning mediums, which means he is down to P7 or probably P8. Yes, P8, because Doc also got it. Oh, Harvey got him too, which makes P9 for Thiago. Could have gone better, but it is what it is. Oh, big moment for Mickey at the end of Acqua Minerale. And Infamous is under pressure from Dean, and he won't get the DRS on Mickey. So something must have gone wrong on this lap, as Castro sets the fastest lap, just to underline his intentions here. As we have a yellow flag in Sector 3. And that is Dean. That is Dean. His teammate is going for him now. Dean probably had a big moment there. Maybe half spin, maybe complete spin. He's down to P9. His teammate in P8, they're fighting for it. Oh my god. Just why you do that. Oh my god. They're pushing each other off the track. Oh my god. There are just things you can't explain. You just have to watch it, and in your brain needs to process it. And that's it. Infamous and Harvey are back to P5 and P6. So that's a really good job by both of them after being dead last at the end of the safety car phase, and that has ended at the end of lap 4. So 5 laps later, they're up by at least 5 to 6 positions. Good points positions. And the gap to Casto, let's see where that is. Harvey is 18.3 behind Casto, which means the gap has increased by 2/10, which is basically nothing, because Casto's still on mediums. And Harvey is on hard tires, as Infamous has overtaken Mickey for P4. So Harvey is next to go for that move. But here's Doc behind him, just 1.5 seconds. Harvey is 4 seconds behind Mickey. And Infamous is really going for a comeback here. He's only 2.5 behind Tiny. So there's a more than realistic chance to get the podium here. Tiny is pitting now for hard tires at the beginning of lap 12. It's pretty early, I think. Maybe he wants to make or do the undercut on reflection. That could be a possibility. Mickey and Thiago are still on track without pitting. This time he had a moment here. Eskimo already with 3 pit stops in P11 after Jordan left. Sips won't be classified, so it's technically P10. And Harvey is now leading the race, 3.8 seconds ahead of Castor. And Reflection and Infamous are fighting for the podium, but Reflection already has a 3-second time penalty. Mickey still needs to pit. And Reflection is 14.7 behind him at the moment. As we all know, Mickey started on hard tires, so he can extend his pit stop a little bit longer, maybe waiting for a safety car. As Doc is getting closer to Tiny, and I think Eskimo had a moment. Yeah, he had a moment against Sector 1. As the gap between Harvey and Castor is down to a second. So that pit stop by Harvey actually cost him. So he's also eager to get a safety car. As Eskimo now will get lapped by Tiny and Doc. And he should just move out of the way. There is no need to do what he's doing. He's moving out of the way for Doc. Okay. Okay. Professionals call that a bitch move. Oh, a little bit of gravel for Eskimo here. Oh, and Infamous has overtaken Mickey, who is now in the pits. Let's see where he's coming out. Oh, right in the 5 between Doc and Tiny. He's right behind them. He needs a lap to warm up those tires, but he's on mediums. He's right behind them. So he's fighting for P5 here at the moment. Oh, someone will... Oh, yeah, that is Sector 1. That is Eskimo again. Oh, and that is a full course safety car. That is a full course safety car. And that is actually good for Harvey. Because now he can put fresh mediums. Can he put fresh... Yeah, his mediums at the start, he can put them on. Finish the race on them, and he will be right behind Castor. Harvey is already in the pits. Reflection is somewhere else. He's in the last corner now. Oh, that could actually be close. Oh, that could be close. Oh, I think he will get him. I think he will get him. He will get him. He got him. And Infamous is pitting. Infamous is pitting. Doc is staying out. If Tiny and... Well, Mickey will stay out, of course, but Tiny's coming in. Tiny's also coming in. So Infamous goes down to P6. But Infamous is on soft tires. Oh my god. He's on soft tires. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. I can tell you from experience that this is a lot. This is a lot. Oh my god. He will get easily 5% on those tires per lap. So you can count that for yourself. He's easily at 60%. And as soon as your tires reach 65 to 70, they're undrivable. It's undrivable. You got so much oversteer. Your car is like driving on soap. It's horrible. Back to the soup. Castor in P1 on 3-lap old hearts. Reflection on 4-lap old hearts, P2. Harvey on almost fresh mediums in P3. Doc in P4, Mickey on fresh mediums in P5, Infamous and Tiny P6 and 7 on fresh softs, Tiny, Dean, Tiago all on hards, Eskimo also on fresh softs, and the field is spreaded. So there is basically a chance for Infamous to pit again for fresh softs, just to have one lap fresher softs, but he will lose 2 positions, I think. So let's see what happens if anyone else is maybe deciding to pit. Nope, they're all staying out. Oh no. Oh no. Is Tiago again ahead of Reflection? Don't tell me that this is true. Oh my god, it's true. It's true. No, it's not true. No, it's Dean. It is Tiago. It is Tiago. It is Tiago. Oh my god, man. Tiago, you're... Where are you? Are you already a lap behind? Tiago, mate, you're left behind. Just pit. Come on, mate. Just pit. Pit for mediums. Pit for softs. Pit for intermediates. I don't care. But stay out of that fucking winning battle. That's not good. And also the game should give him the opportunity to overtake those cars ahead of him. So if the safety car is staying out, then Tiago pit for fresh softs or something, do something. He's not doing anything, okay. Oh, that is so painful to watch. It's so painful. He also could move onto the grass, which means he's technically off track, and let those guys overtake him. Because to be honest, he's like the only guy who would overtake him on track right now is Sims, who's Ghoster, who's not even racing. Sims is Ghoster for the race, he won't be classified. And Eskimo is a lap down to Tiago. He could move over, get off the track, let people overtake him, because off track people can overtake him without any penalties. It's just so painful to watch. And to especially see it almost every week happening again. Overtakes on the safety car. Then this shit where someone is in the fight for the win as a lapped car and is manipulating the restart with that. Not actively, but still. It's not good. It's not good at all. Safety car will come in at the end of this lap. Oh my god, what is going on now? So if I was Castro, I would push it right now, because Tiago is way too tight for that corner. He starts to push now, and yep, Tiago spins, and that's best case scenario for everyone there front. Tiago can go straight to the pits, and get a new wing and new tires. You should have done that before. Now it is what it is. Eskimo can try to close the gap now to him. As Castle is still leading the race. Oh, position changes here. Infamous is involved. Oh, Mickey's involved because he's in the gravel. Reflection P3, Doc P4, Infamous P5. Tiny in P6. 9 laps to go. It will be very, very tight with those soft tires towards the end. Doc and Infamous side by side. Infamous P4. Doc P5 now. Doc is on 8 lap old hard tires. Infamous on 4 lap old soft. These softs are rapid. It's got so much traction on this first 3-4 laps. Those soft tires are magic. But then they fall off the cliff. So Infamous needs to push very hard, overtake those guys, build a gap, and then just rely on the gap all around the outside here. Maybe Aquamin, those soft tires work. They're working really good. He has some nice pace, as Harvey is 1.5 tenths behind Castro, and both Mercedes are going for a big push here. A really big push. Harvey over to Casto. Harvey is in P1 now. Yellow flag, sector 1. It's a McLaren. Who is it? Is it Thiago? If it is Thiago, it wasn't Thiago. It is Di Cunha. So Harvey's tires will make it to the end. Castle's too Infamous, probably not. So if Harvey can manage, there's another safety car. I just wanted to say, if Harvey can manage to keep the gap and reduce it from Castle to Infamous, then there will be an actual chance of Infamous getting Castle. Now it's tricky. Harvey gets a 3-second time penalty under safety car. Oh my lord. So what has happened now? Who is doing what? Harvey's coming in again. Castle staying out. What is Infamous doing? Is Infamous pitting again? He's not, because of the double stack. Reflection is pitting. Yeah, of course, they're all coming in for fresh softs now. It is going down. Because now these softs will bring you to the end. But Infamous is in the shit mixing. He really is. Because he has 6 lap old softs, of course, effectively they're like 4 laps old. But still they're 4 laps old, they're around 20%. At the end of the safety car phase they're 25. After 5 laps they're on 50. So he needs to push. Everyone behind him is on fresher softs, on much fresher softs. their safety car could bring Tiago and Eskimo a little bit closer. Eskimo's pitting for fresh softs. I'm not sure why, because Tiago will probably lap him again, which is not so good. He needs to stay in front of Tiago. Yeah, that was not the greatest decision by Eskimo to pit here, because now he's exactly one lap behind Tiago. Without the pit stop, he would have been right behind him. But yeah, it is what it is. Castor in P1 on 9 lap old hard tires. Infamous in P2 on 6 lap old softs. Everyone behind the fresh softs. It is mad. Castor is battling the safety car. I'm hopefully looking for some rain. I can't find rain, but that would be some extra spice for the last few laps. A splash of rain. So the safety car will stay out for another lap. It's absolutely mad. Let's see if Infamous is maybe giving Harvey the place here, because Harvey has a penalty and fresher soft tires. Infamous is in P3 now. He needs 3 seconds for Castro too. That's massive. Infamous could actually get the win here in Imola after being last at the end of lap 4 after the safety car, but it's still 3 laps to go. Nothing's decided yet. He needs to keep his cool, and he needs to keep it together, and Castro makes a mistake. He didn't keep his shit together. He's P3 under attack from Tiny, who also doesn't have a penalty. Castro is losing the race win within half a lap, getting a penalty and getting dropped from P1 to P4, but maybe he's getting Tiny back now. Side by side, Tiny is quicker down the inside. Castro trying back on him, still side by side, a little bit off gravel, and they hit, and that was unnecessary, to say the least. Tiny's last now, to be honest. Like, that's proper bullshit. And Castro's involved again. Not saying he's at fault, just he's involved again. And Infamous now 1.5 behind Harvey. Yeah, now it's a Mercedes win, but the question is, which Mercedes is gonna win? Because Infamous needs to stay within a 3-second window to Harvey. And right now he has that, it's 1.5, but it's 2 laps to go, and Harvey is on fresh softs. Thiago DNF'd, which means Eskimo is in P10 and effectively P9 because Sims won't get classified. And Infamous has a lot of pressure on him now. Harvey too. Harvey is pushing really hard, getting the fastest lap. Harvey's pushing on fresh softs. Infamous softs are used. And Infamous needs to stay within a 3-second window. He needs to push hard, but also keep it safe. It's a 1-2 for Mercedes. And Castro is under attack from Doc. Because Castro is still on hard tyres, I think. Yeah, Castro is still on 14 lap old hard tyres. Doc on fresh softs behind. The gap between Harvey and Infamous 2.5. Harvey's pushing really hard. As mad as Infamous wants that win, he also needs to play it safe. It's 1.5 laps to go and he has Castro and Doc still behind. He doesn't have a penalty. That is good for him. But you never know what happens behind you. You just never know. So he needs to keep it safe at 3.4, so there's no chance he's gonna get him back. So just keep it rolling. Keep it rolling, keep the consistency. Get that P2, get a double win for Mercedes. As Doc is overtaking Castro, oh my lord. Oh my lord. And now Doc needs to push, because Mickey behind in P5 doesn't have a penalty. He's 1.9 behind Castro, so right now he would catch Doc and Castro. Oh my god, and Doc is quicker than Infamous. He's much quicker. And Infamous wants to defend that position. He doesn't have a penalty. He doesn't need to make way. Doc has the pressure now. Doc needs to get past Infamous and build a gap to Mickey. And Castro trying to sneak through here. Oh, Castro, just leave it. Castro, don't do it. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. Leave it. Harvey crossing the line in P1 after being second to last at the end of the safety car lap 4. Infamous being last, crossing the line in P2. Doc in P3, Castro P4, Mickey jumps up to P3. Dog P4, Castor P5, Reflection P6, Ticunia P7, Tiny P8. Sims won't get classified, which means Eskimo needs to finish that race and he will be P9. At least a few points for Williams. That would be so important. He's really cautious now. And Eskimo finishes on P10 but will be P9 because Sims AI finished in P9, he didn't race, which means no classification for him. So that was our No Assist Monday in Imola with the sprint race and the main race. A Mercedes double win. We have Harvey in P1, Infamous in P2, Mickey getting P3 because of penalties, followed by Doc and Casto, who lost the win within half a lap by getting a penalty, making a mistake and getting dropped from P1 to P4, and then ultimately getting dropped further behind to P5 because of his penalty. Final results: Harvey in P1. It says Mickey in P2 because of the sprint race. Let's have a look at this race. So Harvey in P1, Infamous P2, Mickey in P3, Doc P4, Castor P5, Reflection P6, followed by Ticunia, Tiny, Sims won't be classified, and Eskimo, Tiago, Yo, and Aces all DNF'd. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching it back. See you later, cunts.